Hello everybody, and welcome to Ancient Architects. Please subscribe now to get the latest ancient history news and independent research from around the world. Back in the 1950s, this mysterious stone head was discovered in the jungle of Guatemala. As you can see, it has a large nose, thin lips and looks up to the sky, and thanks to the inclusion of a car, it is clearly an enormous statue. Looking at the picture, and the face seems to demonstrate clear Caucasian features inconsistent with the pre-Hispanic races of Central America. This therefore makes it a huge anomaly to the history books, and one that has also been quickly forgotten. I learned of the story of this giant stone head by reading a fascinating article by April Holloway on ancientorigins.net, which is the basis of this video, and I've linked it below in the description. As April says, back in 1987, a Dr. Oscar Rafael Padilla received a picture and description of the stone head, which said that it was taken in the 1950s by the landowner, and that it was located somewhere in the jungle of Guatemala. Years later, the author David Childress managed to find Dr. Padilla to find out more. Apparently, Padilla had tracked down the landowners, the Biena family, and the site where the stone was found is 10 kilometers from a small village in La Democracia in the south of Guatemala. On reaching the site, Dr. Padilla discovered that revolutionaries had destroyed the site 10 years before his arrival, after the statue was used as target practice by anti-government rebels. The statue was totally disfigured, and the nose, eyes and mouth had completely gone. Padilla did measure its height as being between 4 and 6 meters tall, and he also noted that the head was attached to a neck. Padilla never returned to the site again because there were apparently armed attacks between government and rebel forces, and it was therefore unsafe for explorers and researchers. And really, that was it. The strange Caucasian stone head never did reach the history books, and no more research was conducted. And because this famous picture was used as some dodgy proof of ancient aliens in the film titled Revelations of the Mayans 2012 and beyond, nobody has ever taken it seriously. Some thought it was a stunt, a hoax, that was merely created by the filmmakers to push forward the ancient alien agenda, but it does seem that the picture is legitimate, and there really is no reason to suggest that this photograph isn't authentic. So, if it is real, why was there once a giant ancient Caucasian stone head in Guatemala? Well, that we can't answer. But interestingly, as I've stated in a previous video, La Democracia is already famous for a number of ancient stone statues. I made a video on what are known as the magnetic fatboy statues that are believed to date back to between 1400 and 400 BC. Enormous statues that each have 2 magnetic poles generally focused on the navel area. But the stone head from the 1950s photograph is totally different to the magnetic statues, and any other Olmec stone head for that matter. It is therefore a huge unexplained anomaly. Was it created by the Olmecs? Was it the work of an even more ancient and largely unknown culture? Or was it in fact a more modern construct? Is it evidence that Caucasian travellers were in Central America hundreds of years before history says? Furthermore, we can see the statue had a head and a neck, but did it also have a body, that like the Moai statues of Easter Island is still buried below ground? Sadly, this will always be one of the world's mysteries, but in my opinion, it's really something that should not be forgotten. Thank you very much for watching this episode of Ancient Architects. If you enjoyed the video, please subscribe to the channel, please like the video, and please leave a comment below. Thank you very much.